Maria Corina Machado, a prominent Venezuelan opposition leader and Nobel Peace Prize winner, is positioning herself as the face of a new era for Venezuela. In a powerful video posted on X, Machado unveiled her vision for a transformed Venezuela, one that is free from the authoritarian rule of President Nicolás Maduro. The opposition leader's remarks come at a time of rising tensions, with US warships deployed within striking distance of Venezuela, signaling the intensifying international focus on the country's political future. In her video, Maria Corina Machado emphasized the need for a change in Venezuela, calling for a new political and social order. She described Venezuela as being on the cusp of a dramatic shift, with Maduro's rule coming to an end. We are on the threshold of a new era, one in which our natural rights will prevail. This regime's long and violent abuse of power is coming to an end. A new Venezuela is emerging from the ashes, renewed in spirit and united in purpose, like a fierce phoenix reborn, Machado declared. Her comments reflected a deep conviction that the Venezuelan people are poised for change. Machado framed the end of Maduro's government as not just a political shift, but a moral and ethical one that would restore the country's sovereignty and respect for individual rights. In her vision, Venezuela would emerge as a new beacon of hope and strength in the Western Hemisphere, guided by a government that serves the people rather than one that exploits them. One of the key elements of Machado's speech focused on the idea of reclaiming Venezuela's natural rights. She spoke directly to the Venezuelan people, urging them to recognize the strength that lies within them and their country. There is no room for fear. For all these reasons, we will rebuild a free society in which the government will serve its citizens, and the supreme purpose of the state will be to safeguard the natural rights of all Venezuelans, Machado said. Her assertion of Venezuela's future as a free and fair society aimed to reject the status quo of oppression and corruption that she attributed to Maduro's regime. Machado emphasized that the government's role should be one of service to the people, upholding justice and human dignity, and ensuring that power is not concentrated in the hands of a few, but rather distributed for the benefit of all citizens. Machado also articulated her vision of Venezuela's future as a regional powerhouse. She envisions Venezuela as a leader in the Western Hemisphere, with a robust energy sector at the center of its renewed global role. Venezuela will be the leader in the Western Hemisphere, becoming the main energy center, a symbol of independence and innovation, she proclaimed. This statement reflects her belief that Venezuela's vast natural resources, particularly its oil reserves, could be harnessed to revitalize the country's economy and restore its place in the international community. Her vision, however, extends beyond economic prosperity. Machado stressed that Venezuela's transformation must also include a cultural and social revival. She sees Venezuela as a nation that can once again inspire the world, becoming a symbol of resilience and renewal after years of political turmoil and economic hardship. Machado's speech also highlighted the human cost of the Maduro regime. She made it clear that the Venezuelan people have suffered under Maduro's rule, with countless individuals enduring oppression, persecution, and imprisonment. Since Maduro assumed power, there are already more than 18,000 political prisoners who have suffered unjustly. Each one of them is a testament to the brutality of the regime, Machado stated. This remark underscores the harsh reality that many Venezuelans have faced during Maduro's tenure, with widespread reports of political repression, human rights abuses, and the silencing of dissent. The opposition leader called on the international community to acknowledge these atrocities and to take action to hold the Maduro government accountable for its actions. The world cannot turn its back on them. The criminal regime must be held accountable, because Venezuela will only fully recover when those who committed crimes against humanity are judged by law and by history, Machado asserted. Her statement reflects her belief that true justice can only be achieved when those responsible for the suffering of the Venezuelan people are held accountable. She called for a global response to the Maduro regime's abuses, urging international institutions and governments to support Venezuela's efforts to bring about a fair and just transition. The timing of Machado's remarks is significant as Venezuela's political crisis continues to escalate. In recent years, Venezuela has faced an unprecedented economic collapse, with hyperinflation, food shortages, and a mass exodus of citizens fleeing the country. The Maduro regime has clung to power despite widespread protests, allegations of election fraud, and accusations of human rights violations. Meanwhile, opposition leaders like Machado have continued to call for a peaceful resolution to the political crisis and a return to democratic governance. The US has played a prominent role in the ongoing conflict, with American officials openly criticizing Maduro's leadership and imposing economic sanctions on the Venezuelan government. The deployment of US warships near Venezuelan waters has heightened tensions as the international community watches closely for any potential military escalation. Machado's calls for international support reflect the larger geopolitical struggle at play, with the United States and other Western nations backing the opposition in an effort to remove Maduro from power. Maria Corina Machado's video is part of her broader campaign to rally support for her vision of a democratic Venezuela. Her calls for unity and strength among the Venezuelan people reflect her belief that the country can overcome its current crisis and emerge as a global leader once again. She has long positioned herself as the alternative to Maduro's authoritarian rule, and her speech reflects a growing confidence that Venezuela's political landscape is on the verge of change. As Venezuela continues to grapple with its future, Machado's remarks offer a glimpse into what could come next for the country. Her vision is one of renewal, independence, and justice, a Venezuela that rises from the ashes of its troubled past and charts a new course for its people. Whether that vision can become a reality remains to be seen, but Machado's speech underscores the determination of the opposition to bring about a lasting transformation. In conclusion, Maria Corina Machado's vision for Venezuela is one of hope and renewal, a call for the end of Maduro's rule and the creation of a free and just society. She envisions a Venezuela that is once again a leader in the Western Hemisphere, built on the principles of natural rights, innovation, and independence. As the country continues to face political, economic, and social challenges, Machado's call for a new era provides a glimpse of the future that many Venezuelans hope to see, a future free from the oppression of the current regime. The international community, including the United States, continues to watch closely, with the situation in Venezuela remaining a focal point of global attention. As the political crisis in Venezuela persists, the future remains uncertain, with tensions escalating both domestically and internationally. Maria Corina Machado's call for a new era without Maduro offers a vision of hope for many Venezuelans who have endured years of hardship. Her commitment to rebuilding the country, upholding human rights, and ensuring accountability for the regime's actions resonates with those who seek a peaceful and democratic resolution. The international community's support will be crucial in determining the trajectory of Venezuela's future as the nation stands at a pivotal crossroads in its history.